Hello everyone. Yes, my name Sovil. I am your lecturer for this term course of Principles Economic. The code ECN201. Okay, so this term you see still running online class. That's why we will use any platform in order to contact each other. So I will inform you what platforms that we use in order to contact each other for learning, for teaching in this term. Okay, so this term is this course is Principles of Economics. Yes, Principle of Economics. The code is ECN201. First, let me introduce myself. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, this is my name in our language. This is my name in Latin writing. Okay, don't spell my name wrongly, because few students, when they submit the assignment and they put my name on the assignment cover, they spell my name wrongly, because you are iterate. That's why we use English. This is my name in Latin writing. Okay, don't spell my name wrongly. This is my highest degree of education, master degree. My major for master degree economics, public economics. This is my phone number. Yes, I'm using cell card. This is my phone number for cell card. Yes, in terms of calling phone to phone, it's a little bit more expensive if you use the other company phone service. For example, I'm using cell card, and you are using smart or phone, and you want to contact me or calling me or send me the message. It's a little bit more expensive compared with I'm using cell card and you are also using cell card, maybe the same company system. This is my email. You can send me the email if you have something to ask, or you are not clear about what point in course content. And this is my Telegram. My Telegram and my phone is the same thing. Yes, and Telegram is very more convenient and cheaper compared with calling to phone or send me through email. Okay, so for Telegram it's very convenient and very comfortable and easy for us to contact each other. So in this course I made one Telegram group already, and I also send Telegram group link to Din Gina. So all of you can get the link from her and then log into Telegram and join this group, because during the term I will use Telegram more very actively. Yes, but not only Telegram is using for this term. Besides Telegram, I still use Zoom for video calling, Google Class for delivering you some materials or some information. That's why I use three platforms. First, it should be Telegram group, Zoom for calling, video calling, and Google Class for delivering you the materials or information. Okay, so go on with my brief myself introduction. This is my education, and this is my work. Okay, this is I just raised a 3 degree of education that I got so far, and the highest one, master public policy at GRIPS. So GRIPS is not a university. GRIPS is institute that made by Japanese government in order to strengthen, in order to provide opportunities to young government officers to promote themselves, to learn more. Okay, so I got a chance in 2009. I get a chance to to study at GRIPS. So 2010 I graduated from GRIPS. So my major is transition economy, that means public economics. Okay, it's about macroeconomics. And the other one is BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration. I took this degree at NUM. My major bachelor is Business Economics. And the other one, Diploma of Pedagogy. You know pedagogy? Yes, this is a subject that someone learn in order to be a teacher. Okay, in order to be a teacher. So it took me 2 years there, Phnom Penh Regional Teacher Training Center. My majors in diploma of pedagogy is mathematics and physics. Yes, this name is old one, but now they changed to new one. This center is in front of the Mekong University. You can find that one. And my work. Okay, when after I graduated from this center, I got a diploma of pedagogy. I became automatically a teacher in this school. Okay, so from 2001 to 2003, I have taught mathematics, physics, and chemistry in this school. In 2003, I decided to change from Ministry of Education to Ministry of Planning. Just from 2003 up to now, I'm working for the National Institute of Statistics, okay, under Ministry of Planning. So this is my brief background. And besides the main work or full-time work, I also take time to handle classes at UC. Okay, at UC. Okay, going to your course information. This is Principles of Economics, ECN201. This is a new textbook. This term I use new textbook. I say not new textbook, is a new version of textbook, because so far I also use the same textbook but old version. What does it mean, the same textbook? That means the same content, the same structure, because this textbook was used by the same authors, but just they change edition. Why they change edition? Because they want to update information data inside the textbook. So this term I will use Principles of Economics 7th edition, the published year 2019 by Robert and Ben. Okay. Previous terms I also use the textbook that also by Robert and Ben, but not 2019. It's about 2003, I think. It's too old. That's why this term I decided to change to 2019. And besides the main textbook, during the term, I will ask you to find some documents, some data that related to the course content, in order to prove it, in order to learn more, because we learn from the textbook and we practice the concept from the textbook by using extra sources, maybe from Google, from YouTube, or maybe from newspapers, bulletin, or any article publishing that you can get in order to study, in order to strengthen, in order to broaden your knowledge beside textbook. Okay, so be ready to get to find more information or sources beside textbook in order to complement the textbook, to strengthen your knowledge, or to broaden your knowledge. Okay, this is a course grade, coursework and grading. So you see have 4 categories. First, class attendance. Second, class assignment. Third, midterm exam, final exam. Okay, I will explain a little bit. Okay, this is UC criteria. This is my criteria. I'm not putting 15% for class attendance, I put in 20. I'm not putting 25% for class assignment, I put 20. Why? Because I take 5% from this criteria to put this one. Why? This one. Class attendance here come from 20% of paper assignment and the other 5% of class activities. That's why I take 5% of class activity together with class attendance, 20%. Okay, 20%. And 20%. The other 20% here is paper assignment. It should be group paper assignment. Okay. So next slide I will talk about group paper assignment. Just let you to be aware in advance, because this is the first day or the first movie that I'm making for you. Especially I mainly focus on this one, because so far few students fail because of that one. They cannot they cannot catch up, or they cannot complete this criteria. Okay, be careful for that one. I will talk later on for that one. Why? Because some students, they came late to the class, or they attend late to the class. Coming late or attending class late, this is also significant, sorry, this is also signal, not significant. This is also signal that you are affected. Okay, the signal that you are affected for your score. Don't try to have more late or absent. Midterm. Okay, midterm, because online class, midterm is not really the same thing as you did in so far. Last term and last 2 terms we were running online class. So yes, you are not really a junior student or new student. You are maybe have experience for 2 terms or 3 in terms of online classes. That's why midterm is special assignment. From week to week I will talk about special assignment, but remember that try to remind me. Okay, try to remind me about special assignment guideline or clue. And final exam is not the same thing as you did last 3 terms, because last 3 terms we were physical class, not online class. From last 2 terms and last term we were running online class. So final exam is about movie presentation. Okay, movie presentation. That's why for final exam you need to find one topic that topic related to our course content, and try to search to find some data, some information in order to make PowerPoint slide. Once you are complete a PowerPoint slide, you need to make a record. Yes, a record should be not longer. Based on UC, they require a student to make 10 minutes movie presentation, but it's too long for me because I have many students. That's why I require you, or I need you to take movie for final exam presentation is about 6 minutes or 7 minutes only, not up to 10 minutes, only 6 or 7 minutes only. Okay, so final exam you need to find one topic that this topic relates to our course content, any chapters content, and try to find data from the real world. The real world, I mean the real countries. Okay? Real country or real countries. And then when you got data from those countries, you need to make a PowerPoint slide, and then you need to make movie. Okay, this is a final exam. And special assignment, back to midterm. For special assignment, I will deliver you through Google Classroom the special assignment task. So when the special assignment that coming, so I will drop it in Google Class, and you go to Google Class on that day, and you can find what you will do it. Okay, you will do it. So this is later on, remind me for this one. This is a grading letter that you get. It depends on your total score at the end of the term, and this is a grade point. Okay, coming to the course outline of our course in this term, Principles of Economics, ECN201. The first chapter is about introduction, is about overall view about economics. So the first chapter, thinking like an economist. Thinking like an economist. This is the first chapter. I skipped second chapter because second chapter really not really related to our course content. It relates to trade, international trade. So I go to chapter 3. Chapter 3 is about supply and demand. Supply and demand. It's just the introduction because you will have supply and demand in the other chapters, but I will not cover because of time limited. So chapter 3 is about supply, demand, introduction. Chapter 4 is about elasticity. Chapter 17. Why chapter 4 to chapter 17? Why many chapters skip? The first 3 chapters here are about microeconomics. Chapter 17, measuring economic activities. In order to measure economic activity for one country, one city, one village, or one continent, or one region, we use a GDP. GDP is shortcut. The full title of GDP is Gross Domestic Product. So we use gross domestic product in order to measure economic activity in one country, one province, or one city. And the other one is unemployment. Unemployment is the other measurement that we use in order to measure economic activity in one city, on one province, or one country. These are opposite direction. Okay, just briefly, why is it opposite direction? GDP measurement, if you find that one country have a big number in terms of GDP, this country have a lot of economic activities. Okay, a lot of economic activities. But in terms of unemployment, if you found that, or you find that one country has higher unemployment, it means that this country has less economic activities. Okay, that's why we use 2 measurements in order to measure, in order to estimate, in order to calculate economic activities in one city, one village, one country. One is GDP, the other one is unemployment. Chapter 18. Chapter 18, measuring price level and inflation. Price is very important. Inflation also very important. Okay, price is about market in the country, market not only in the country, country to country, but talking about international trade, international price. But I'm not cover here. Okay, I don't cover here. So price, this is the price in the country. For example, the price of rice, the price of motorbike, the price of food, the price of beverage, the price of education, the price of transportation. And when the price change, what happened? When the price change, it's affect to inflation. So all of you will look at this in detail about price level and inflation, and how to measure, how to estimate, how to calculate price level, and how to measure, how to calculate the inflation in one country, one city, or one province. Okay. So there should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because chapter 17 combine of 2 contents together. Note, the course outline is subject partly to change according to the real time. This one to change. Second one, this is a little bit red, not really too much red. Class attendance is very important for you as a scholars. It will strongly affect to your final score. If you are more absent or not active in the class, if you are more absent in terms of class attendance, you will be failed. Okay, you will fail. More absent, because based on UC rule, every student can be absent 12 hours. 12 hours you can miss from school or miss from class without asking any permission. But if you have more absent than this, okay, you are affected. Okay, you are affected. Affected in terms of what? Affected in terms of your result, final result. Okay, this is you are more absent, and not only absent, the less pressure than absent is coming late. Coming to the class late, attend the class late, this is also a signal that affect to your score, final score. Okay, final score. Because if you are absent, your score will be deducted. If you are late to attend the class, your score also will be deducted. But coming late, in term by comparing to absent, coming late is less pressure. So it's less pressure. Okay, so that's why don't try to have more absent or being late to join the class. The other one, if you just join the class but you are not try to be active, your score also affected. Okay, your score also affected. Just coming to the class online, just coming to the class, but when I ask, you tend not to answer, not to contribute, not to to participate the class activity. Yes, your score may be also affected. And so far I had some students, when you see publish the final grade, some student chat to me or call me or send me a message through Telegram, something of calling to the phone and asking me, teachers, why I was failed, why my grade is F, why I got C, why I got D. I should be, based on my expectation, I should be this grade, this get not F, not C, not D. What is low? Because they forgot to think about the activity in the class, attendance in the class, activity in the class. They forgot that one. That's why when I reply them, they say, okay, be careful for this one. That's why I take it many times for animation here. You will be automatically failed if you will be more than 5 hours. Okay, if you are absent 5 hours, sorry, not 5 hours, 5 days, not 5 hours, 5 days equivalent to 15 hours or more, you will be absent. You will be failed. Okay, you will be failed if you have absent more or 5 days and more. 5 days or more. That's why, as I said earlier, based on UC rule, you can be absent 4 days, 12 hours, or maybe 4 days and 1 session, because still less than 5 days. 4 days or 4 days and 1 session, it's still less than 5 days. But if you will be absent from the class 5 days, okay, this is a signal that alert you to be failed. Okay, that's why again I do it again here. Plagiarism and cheating, don't do that one. some students still, I try to tell them, I try to encourage them, please do that way, in order to avoid plagiarism. But still, in terms of movie presentation for final, some student, I think I can say that 60% or 50% student, they got lower score. Yeah, their presentation, their topic is a little bit interesting, but because they don't show me how to avoid plagiarism, that's why their score is deducted. Actually, it should be 0. 0 it means fail. Okay, it should be 0. 0 is fail, but I'm not. Yes, because I understand them. That's why I just deduct a score. Okay, if you don't want to be deducted from your score, don't try to play plagiarism, or don't try to play cheating. Okay, and from day to day, from week to week, you can ask me how to avoid plagiarism. Okay, I will tell you one by one, day by day, because I cannot talk one day for all. Okay, so day by day, you have questions regarding to what point. Okay, raise the question, and we can talk together through Zoom or chatting through Telegram or Google Class. Okay, this is a term paper assignment. Topic can be chosen from any point of course content, any chapters of course content, or any point of course content. The date for paper with slide presentation will be submitted. No presentation. Okay, sorry, no presentation will be announced. So presentation only in class, but online class no presentation. So you need to group first. You need to group 4 of you in one group or one team. So who group for you? I'm not the one who group you in one group, one team. You, the one who group your team by yourself. You need to find the other 3 members that you know them well and can work together well. That's why group them group with them together, one group. When 4 of you get one group, you need to discuss among each other. Maybe you can get some idea from me. If you cannot find topic, that ask me. But first you need to group your own group, 4 members, and then find topic. From the first week to week 13, remember that week 13, you need to process, you need to produce one paper, and in week 13 you need to submit your paper. The first week to week 13, you have 13 weeks long in order to produce term paper assignment for your group. Okay, and again, if you cannot find a topic, you can ask some idea from me or some clue from me, and the paper will be announced. Yes, the week 13. Yeah, now later 13th. Your paper should be from 15 pages to maybe 20, not less than 20 pages, not more than 20. But if you have a little bit more pages than 20, it's fine. 22, 23 is okay, but don't try to be less than 15 pages. So 15 pages, how can I count 15 pages for your group assignment? 15 pages should be from introduction to conclusion. Introduction to conclusion. 15 pages not including cover, content, prefix if you want to, and 15 pages not cover reference at the end of your paper assignment. Okay, 15 pages is only from introduction to conclusion. Remember that one. If you don't remember, try to play this movie again. This is a structure that you need to use for your own typing or the style of writing. Okay, maybe I'm not reading for you. You can see by your own. This is a very important point. In order to avoid plagiarism, you need to put the source where you get from under the table that you get those from. Okay, this one I will talk later on, or I will just introduce you later on, week by week or day by day. Okay, this is very important websites that you can find data, data, not really much information. Information is about writing, but this is about number. UN data, World Bank, Comtrade, IMF. If you are interested in Cambodian ministry or Cambodian organization, you can go to their website and the other country website. But the main important one, UN data. If you go to UN data, you can find any data from those one. Okay, so this is an important website. Yes, if you are not clear about that one, you can ask me later on, because this is the first day that I introduce you. This is the way that I avoid plagiarism. Okay, for example, this is my table. I want to study the change in GDP per capita for 4 countries. The change, that means movement, up and down change. 4 countries, this is what I want to find. From this year to that year, this is what I want to study. But the number inside here is not mine. 4 countries I set by myself, I want to study. From this year to that year, I set by myself, want to study. In order to complete this study, I need to fill this inside, fill number inside. This number is not mine because I not produce it by myself. I get this number from mediation and UN National Account Statistics. So I go to these 2 sources and get this number. That's why when I get this number, I put this number depend on the country and the year, something like this. How about this one is blank? I cannot find. That's why I put blank. I cannot find from the other sources. Even though from these 2 sources, still not find from this year. For example, Japan from this year, no data. Korea from that year to that year, no data. That's why, okay, keep blank. If you get the data in order to fill this table from these 2 sources and you don't cite, let's say don't cite, I am reader, I expect that, this is your research. You made it by your own. You do research, you do analysis, and result coming, you put it by your own. But actually, you're not doing research or you're not doing analysis. This number you got from these 2 sources. That's why when you take this number from these 2 sources to fill your table, you need to cite the source. This is the way that you avoid plagiarism. Okay, sometimes you need to give some note, but normally they don't put some note here because some note they put in the writing explanation. This is the way that you need to cite reference in order to avoid plagiarism. This is APA style. First, this is paper, not from internet. This is paper, like a book, like a journal, like a paper or something like this. So how to cite this reference, how to make a reference from the source that you get. The first you need to put writer's name. I also put a note here. Writer's name, the year published, the topic, and the album, and the album paper, and the page. Okay, this one. This is only one writer to produce this paper. The paper title is about here. Where they publish, this where they publish. This is 2 researchers, 2 authors. They join together in order to produce this paper. So the first one and second one are the same. The difference is this is 2 persons. The same, that means the same style, not the same paper. The same style. This is 1 person, this is 2 persons. Year, topic, where they publish, and album paper and page here. However, is one paper that you found in order to read, in order to study for your research paper, for your work. You need to cite a reference like this one. But if the paper that you found produced or authored by not only one person, many persons, you don't need to write all the author together here. You just write the one or two, and then you put at all. At all, what does it mean? That means democracy and development, political institutions and well-being in the world. This is topic. This topic paper or this paper not only produced only by these two, but we have the other author contribute to these two author in order to produce this paper. Where they publish here. Okay. This is about book, magazine, paper. It's hard copy. How about soft copy from internet? Okay, this is the way that you cite soft copy from internet. Still, first you need to put the writer's name or author's name and the year publishing topic, and we are published. Retrieve what does it mean? You download, you save from the website to your flash drive, to your computer in order to read later on. You save from that, put the date that you save, and from website. Okay, you need to, for example, if I go to website like this one, Google Class. Okay, don't just copy googleclass.com like this one and paste here and paste here. You need actually, in order to avoid wrongly doing, just go and select all. Okay, select all and copy, and then you can choose your paper in Microsoft Word, and then you can pass here. Okay, that's why this is I select all and pass here. This is from IMF, but I'm not copy only imf.org, only that one. I copy for all. This is only web. This is home page. This is go to the other folder, the other folder, the other folder, the other folder, and this is address of this paper. Okay, so if you got paper from the internet, first when you cite reference, first you need to write author's name or writer's name, the year published, and title, where they published, and the date that you found this paper, or you will find the paper, and you save into your flash drive or computer. Save from what website? This website. But sometimes you found the paper that you are interested, that fit to your paper, and you cannot find the writer's name. If you cannot find the writer's name, you can put the organization title or organization's name here, not writer's name, and year and publish, year published and title and retrieve. Okay, retrieve from this paper. For example, let's see one. I am working for UC. Maybe I write one short article and I post in UC, and you go to UC website, you find my article, my writing. You are interested. It's good. I want to download it. Yes, you can download it, but you cannot see my name on this writing. So what do you do here? You put UC, because I work for UC and I post in UC website. That's why you can put UC and the year published and title and the website that you got it. Okay, so this is the way to cite reference. Question. Okay, because it is movie, so I let you to watch here, and if you have some questions, you can contact me through Telegram or maybe through phone, but Telegram is more preferred because cheaper, easy. Okay, so question. If you watch, maybe if you watch one time and you still not understand, maybe you replay again and again. Okay, and then if you have a question, you can send me the message. And yes, this movie I will make it in I post in YouTube. I post on YouTube, and you need to go to YouTube and to watch. Okay, you need to go to YouTube and you watch.